The 2026 FIFA World Cup will make Airbnb hosts across the USA up to 4 times as much money if they know how to take advantage of it. Over the past 10 years, I've helped clients generate over $1 billion in bookings and discovered exactly what to do to make an Airbnb business insanely profitable. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 steps you need to take to make the most out of this FIFA World Cup opportunity and create tens of thousands of dollars more revenue in 2026. And before we continue, if you want to generate more bookings in 2026, and if you want to boost your direct bookings, then go and click on the link in the description below. I've put together all of our free books that we've, best-selling books that we've got out there, the Book Direct Playbook, the Blueprint, and the Workbook, combined into one direct booking bundle. You can get it for free clicking on the link in the description below. Tip number 1, and the first thing that we're going to cover, is understand what your city's draw actually means. From June and July, there are going to be thousands of soccer fans coming to your city for the FIFA World Cup games. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you compare it to the Super Bowl, for example, when the Super Bowl happens, it will come to your city and it's technically there for a week and then it goes. You don't have countries, you have cities and clubs that are coming. With this, you've got countries from around the world. Millions of people are going to be flying into the USA, Canada, and Mexico, and they're not just going to be staying for a week, they're going to be staying for a solid month. The closer that it gets to June, you're going to get a lot of guests that have that FOMO, and they will not want to miss out on traveling to America for this World Cup. All those properties will be fully booked or ridiculously high in the price. So they will basically go, I'm fine with that. I'll go stay an hour away or 2 hours away. You can still take advantage of that, even if you're an hour, 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours away from the venue. This moves into the next point, which is the pricing framework. June and July in Northern Hemisphere countries, it's in the summer holidays, kids' summer holidays. Now, if you are using pricing tools, they will have already automatically adjusted your rates accordingly, but a lot of them will not understand fully how much you can charge for this. Within a few days, 50% of all of Boston's accommodation was booked up. So the first golden rule that most hosts were abiding by were marking up their rates by 300 to 500%. Now that that has died down a little bit, and there's been a bit of a quiet lull, dial in those expectations a little bit, maybe go up 100% or 150%. But whatever you do, do not go back to base. You will have somebody that snaps that up and they will book that spot, and you could potentially missing out on thousands in extra revenue for those dates. The next thing that I want to bring to your attention is the minimum stay strategy. This is something that has come up in Facebook posts, Reddit forums, LinkedIn posts, podcasts that I've been watching, and interviews that I've had as well. A rule of thumb, a simple rule of thumb, again, is minimum stay between 3 and 5 nights. You could even push it as well, minimum stay for 7. Having one big booking coming in for 7 consistent nights is better than trying to scramble around for 3 2-night bookings. The other angle to this, and what I've seen other people mention, which could be a quick win for you if you wanted to and if you had the availability to do so, is having a 1-night booking minimum on the day of the game. If you're brave enough, you can do a 1-night stay, but put that price up an astronomical amount. I'm talking $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. For those that want to do a bit more risk averse, again, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7-night minimum stay, you will get that nice big juicy booking coming in. The next thing that I want to lead you on to is just pay attention to the World Cup. Even if you are not a soccer or a football fan, now is the time to do so. So go and follow the football journalists, the football accounts, the FIFA World Cup accounts on X, on Instagram, to keep up to date with what's happening. So if you can get part of the community, you will be the person that will snaffle up the bookings. And I think if you do this now, you will be ahead of 99% of your competition in the area. Go and get listed on booking.com. As a company as itself, as the online travel agency, is one of the biggest in the world. Outside of America, Europeans use booking.com over Airbnb. And you're going to have a lot of international guests coming into the country. So take advantage of this and list your exact properties on booking.com. The other thing to take advantage of and the thing to dust off is your WhatsApp account. Now, I know in America, WhatsApp is seen as the app that is associated with crypto scams. But outside of America, The main communication device that we all use and the main app that we use is WhatsApp. And again, you will have international guests who will want to speak to you via WhatsApp. So take advantage of it and showcase that that is how you can communicate with your guests. And then the final tip, Meta ads is something that I've spoken about quite a lot on this channel, and a lot is featured in the Boostly Academy and in my books. Meta ads has always been one of those tricky ones that if you don't do it right, you literally could be just setting money on fire. But if you do it well, it's like printing money. You've got a fantastic opportunity between now and the World Cup starting to run Meta ads in a very specific target audience. So say, for example, Scotland, again, I keep going back to the Scotland example. You've got Scotland coming to Boston. You could run targeted ad campaigns to just the country of Scotland, to those who have got interest in football. So when they're on the scroll on Instagram, or when they're on the scroll on Facebook, or even on WhatsApp, if they see your ad talking about accommodation for the FIFA World Cup that is specifically speaking to them, they're more likely to stop the scroll and go and check out your direct booking website. And the final thing that I will say is make sure you've got your direct booking website set up to take advantage to all of this traffic that is going to be happening. Go and create a specific page on your website talking about the FIFA World Cup. Loads and loads of things that you could be doing here to be optimizing your business for the FIFA World Cup. We've gone through 5 key points there. Again, if you click on here, you can go and watch the other video where we can talk about how you can make more money. And as well, if you click on the link in the description below, go and grab one of these free books to go and grab that direct booking bundle guide. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.